Hello everyone, Roger Haskett here. We're talking to people in the pandemic. We're talking today about what to do when your mental health and your emotional health chart breaks. And what do I mean by that? So I think that people typically have a range that they work in. Like a week might go like this for them, where this is a positive and this is sort of a negative, and they float between what is for them, for you, a very typical range. I think that in a pandemic, we are seeing that typical range break. And what do I mean by that? So I think that what's happening is that if you put someone on an EKG and you saw them before a heart attack, they'd be like going like this, and then the heart attack would come and they go like this, and it'd be all crazy. Or if you strap someone to a lie detector test and they are telling the truth, it goes like this, and then they start to lie, it goes that crazy part, that's what we're talking about today. So I think that we all should expect to experience exactly that type of break in your chart. And even more than that, I think that this pandemic has led to this, that people are now experiencing this in a day or week. Like this is, you are not in the same boat. Here you are in a cruise ship, and here you are down here on a log. And this is what's happening daily or weekly. But I also think what's happening is this, and it literally is going off the chart, and it breaks your chart, and it puts you down into a zone that you rarely go to. And down in that zone live all sorts of very nasty things like chronic depression and suicidal thoughts and being a stranger in your own life, which is a video we talked about before. All of these things live down there. Now, the important thing about this, I believe, is recognizing that when you break your chart and go down into this zone, which you're probably going to go into far more often than you're used to, and it's going to be more intense than you're used to, and probably you already said this, but far closer together than you're used to. This is a pandemic. This is what happens in a pandemic. And when you're down there, you need to climb out. You need to find the resources, the resilience, the internal power to get yourself out. And what are those steps? I believe those steps are fighting to be positive, getting comfortable being uncomfortable, thinking about stress so that it pulls power into your body and not weakness into your body. There's the power of play. There's all sorts of ways of pulling yourself out of that chart broken negative zone. And it's really important to recognize that you're not the only one, that almost everyone is experiencing the same feeling. Now, the reason I bring this up is because the last two videos I did, we're not in the same boat and you're not in the same boat, have led to all sorts of response from people saying, that's what I'm experiencing, and holy cow, have you identified what's going on for me, and I'm not used to this, and blah, 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 blah. All of this response. So I end with this. First of all, are you experiencing this chart breaking phenomenon? And if you are, what are you doing about it? Like, how are you helping yourself to get out of that zone? Because we have to help ourselves get out, and we have to help other people as well, right? I'm Roger Haskett. Please share this with people that you think would find this valuable. I really appreciate you being here till the end. And don't forget to comment so that, let me know what's happening. Send an email, or if you want it to be private, whatever, but start the engagement. Thank you so much. Please subscribe, like, and share so that other people have a chance to come in contact with this material as well. Thanks so much. I'm Roger Haskett. I really appreciate it.